Hey there, cats and kitties. I am the Blues Man, Johnny Blues, and with this video I'll be discussing some brief thoughts on the 5th episode of the anime series, Susei no Gargantia. I have to say that this episode was something of a welcome surprise. Gargantia was experiencing one of their rare calm days, as they're known, where the water is still and the time can be had to relax a little. At least that is the impetus of the situation, as we're led to believe from the start. But in fact, did we find out by the end, as he is told as much by Amy, that this little recreational event set at the center stage of the episode was somewhat inspired by Leto's feeling at a loss for himself. He's feeling useless and bored, having nothing to do or contribute as he sees it. And of all people, she points to it having been Pinion, who has seemed the least interested in Leto up to this point, as having come up with the idea to try to allay Leto's frustrations. Amy tries to help him in his plight too, prior to this, in trying to find him a job, but ultimately to no avail. And as eventually her own errands, her deliveries take precedence, Leto must go out in search of employ on his own. Largely is this episode full of light humor, from Leto's reaction to the farmer's barn, full of an even bigger pile of excrement than the one noted as such in the film Jurassic Park, to his passage into the seedier side of Gargantia's lower echelons, replete with insatiable transvestites, as not merely evidenced by their giving chase after him, trying to persuade him to join the respective clubs, but also the multiple lipstick kisses seen on him later toward the end of the episode, after completing the tasks set forth by Pinion that led him to the darker side of town in the first place. And I have to say, I thought by the end this came out to be quite a touching venture, Leto's having been made to feel that he was able to successfully serve a purpose. The party was meant for him, and the task he performed allowed everyone else to have a good time along with him. I was a little misty by the end, I have to say, when Amy relays this message to him. It was a real "you done good, kid" moment to me. I also thought from a comical standpoint, things like Pinion wanting to give Chamber a bath was hilarious. I was almost certain he was going to try to attempt giving the Machine Caliber a new coat of paint. As well as the sociological aspects of the very relatable concerns in Amy and her friends about appearances. Even in this world not seemingly so consumed with commercialism and a media that plays on society's insecurities like our world, the girls are still acutely aware and concerned about their weight. I think it may have been something of a subtle commentary where Chambers finding this incomprehensible is concerned, but the fact is, this is a legitimate concern to girls and women of all ages, and can also be in boys and men of all ages. There's also a level of observation made in the competitive nature within us, as Amy, Seiya, and Melty make a risky race around the spires of Gargantia's heights. And I think by the end there is a lot being said here about seeking to find a place in the world you can call your own, having the interest and the guts to pursue it, no matter how alien you feel to the world around you. That we all largely share similar concerns, even if we don't always come across right away as having anything in common. And it speaks to a reference not all that unlike those themes as being largely what Gen Urobuchi, the writer of the series, had intended to put forth, or so I've read. In the end, this was a fun, lighthearted, and heartening episode. A good time was had by all, including the viewer. Seeing Amy loosely trying to teach Leto to swim among the brief blink-and-you'll-miss-it moments, too, brought a smile to my face. And it left me by the end suspecting this episode, titled Calm Day, was perhaps a calm before an as-yet encroaching storm. But I guess we'll have to wait and see until next time, if that's true. And I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments below what you thought of Susei no Gargantia, Episode 5, if you've seen it. Did you get as much of a big kick out of it as I did? And otherwise, that'll be it for me on this one. So I hope you're all doing well. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you later. Peace.